Hello and a good Erev Shabbos to our Choshev incredible alumni, the alumni of our Shlomo, Baruch Hashem, and of course, Choshev alumni throughout the years. This week's parsha is such a beautiful parsha that I think it's perfect for all of you who I love spending time with, who I love speaking to, and I never get to talk to enough. Just want to keep it going. This is Parshas Beha'aloscha, and I wanted to share an idea. The Ramban, a very famous Ramban, in the beginning of Parshas Beha'aloscha, asks a very, very interesting question. He says that Aaron HaKohen, this is of course a Medrash, the Medrash says that Aaron HaKohen felt very, very bad. Why did he feel bad? Because in Parshas Nosei, it lists all the Nesim, all the leaders of the Jewish people, who got to bring some special karbanos. But when it comes to Aaron HaKohen, he didn't get to bring in karban. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to him, you don't get to bring in karban, you know what you get? You get the menorah. The menorah, asks the Ramban. A menorah doesn't have to even be done by a kohen. A menorah, Aaron HaKohen did so many more things. He brought karbanos, he had the ketayres, he has so many things. The menorah is the thing that he's so happy about. So answers the Ramban. He says, you know which menorah it's talking about? It's not just talking about the menorah that every day in the Mishkan, which is unbelievable. It's talking about the Chanukas HaMishkan, the Chanukas HaBeis HaMikdash, that will be in the time of the famous menorah, the Chanukah story. That is what Aaron HaKohen was promised. The Chashmonoim Uvanav, that are going to end up leading the Jewish people and saving them, almost like a Mashiach-type entity. Except Kahanim, that are going to save the Jewish people, and that is what Aaron HaKohen was Zeicha to. I heard a beautiful idea. Think about Aaron HaKohen. Aaron HaKohen is comforted by what? That one day, in another 1,000 years, a very long time away, the Hanukkah story will happen, and you will be a major part of it, or your children, all of the Kehanim. But it's 1,000 years away. Something that's going to happen in 1,000 years. That is what's going to comfort you right now. Is that what Aaron HaKohen felt good about? And the answer is yes. Aaron HaKohen was powerful, deep, appreciative of the long game. The long game. You think about, I don't always have to have instant gratification. I don't need to have a promise of what's going to happen right now. If you're going to give a promise to my children's children, 1,000 years later, I know I did the right thing. I know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was taking care of me, taking care of my family, and that also, and this is an important part, that somewhere deep down inside of me, in my genetic makeup, is the Chashmonoim. And that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised him. In 1,000 years, you, the Aaron HaKohen that you are today, will produce Chashmonoim. That is the promise that he got. 1,000 years in the future. I heard someone say, he pointed out that Korach was given a similar promise. Korach was told that you're going to have a child, Shmuel HaNavi, deep in the future, is going to be a descendant of Korach. But that's not so far away. And yet that wasn't enough for Korach. To know that I'm going to have a Shmuel HaNavi in the future, no, Korach still wanted right now. I want to be the leader now. And Aaron HaKohen was satisfied to know that I have accomplished, I have been given the gift in 1,000 years in the future. Think about it, our Choshev alumni. Think about how many challenges you go through. Sometimes you're looking for a solution to them today. Sometimes you're looking for a solution to them yesterday. Aren't we all? We do something, and we hope the solution already came about yesterday. We want it to happen right away. And the answer is sometimes you're only going to see the fruits of your efforts in quite some time. It's going to take years, it's going to take months, it could even take decades. Think about that. I was talking to my class today and I was telling them, you know what marriage is? Marriage is the place where all of your midos, every single one you have, finally matters. That's what marriage is. A person is going to go into a relationship, and many of our Talmidim Baruch Hashem are already married, and Bez Hashem they should all get married. Bekar of Mamash. But a person goes into a relationship, and it's not the now that's necessarily important. My midas. How often are you going to act with certain midas? But Bez Hashem, when you get married, when the 1,000-year moment comes, when you're getting married, in my future, it's going to be coming into fruition then to me, to my children's children, Bez Hashem, Gans Klal Yisrael, and of course our Choshev alumni should be zeicha to build Batim Ne'emonim B'Yisrael. L'Shem L'Sefer, it should be a nachas to your family, a nachas to your parents, a nachas to your friends, and most of all, a nachas to your Rebbes. Have a wonderful Shabbos.